Something Like Gold is currently showing on Netflix. If you have not watched the movie, go on Netflix and watch the movie. The movie is an interesting one. In Something Like Gold, after watching this movie, I learned so many things in the movie, so many life lessons in this movie. In life, because you're in a higher position, you cannot look down on others because they're not privileged to be in that position that you are in. Because in this movie, Tamara trampled on her friends' toes a lot. She said so many mean things to them because she was richer than them and because she was helping them out. She was saying mean things to them. But when life struck her, when the whole world was about collapsing on her head, they were not able to come through for her because of all the things she has done to them. They wanted to pay her back in her own coin for all the words, the hurtful things she said to them, for belittling them. They did not help her when she needed their help a lot. In this movie, Tamara was to get married to Demola on her wedding day, but a tragedy struck on that day. The dad embezzled company's fund, and they arrested the dad that day, seized all their properties. But Demola's dad don't want anything to do with her family, so they lied to her that they had traveled out, terminated the wedding. There was no groom on the wedding day. She was disgraced, she was shattered, she was so sad. She had to go look for Demola, but Demola was in his house, listening to her cries, listening to her wailing, but he did not come out all the while she was in the house, calling on him to come out and face her. He did not come out, he did not say anything. I don't know. I also learned something that there was no love between them, because if there was love, the love was one sided. She loved the guy. She loved Demola so much. But Demola, on the other hand, was following his daddy's boy. That was what he was. Because you love someone and your dad asks you that he doesn't want his name to be dragged into their crisis. He listened to his dad, but what happened to that human part of you? Okay, I've known this person. Let me help this person out. Let me help this person with money, or let me help this person with where this person is going to stay. But there was nothing like that. He was mute. All her aunties, everyone left her alone. She was stranded. Like, she was so stranded. And I felt for her at that point, because it's not easy to be rich today, then tomorrow you have nothing left of you. But someone came through for her. Their maid came through for her, which is Auntie Mayowa. Auntie Mayowa came through. The dad asked her to come and look for his daughter Tamara, and look after her till he leaves the prison. Auntie Mayowa came for Tamara, and Tamara was she doesn't have any option. She had to follow Auntie Mayowa to stay in a slum. That place is a real ghetto, but she doesn't have a choice. The first welcome they gave her was to collect her phone. They stole her phone from her hand, and she was not able to recover her phone that day. Oh, everything was so wrong with her. Like, the whole universe were against her. But she doesn't have a choice. She had to keep moving, to keep going. So she had to stay in the house with Auntie Mayowa, even though it was not up to her standards. But reality really hit her that she had to live in that moment. She had to say, "Oh, I need to adjust." You understand? Auntie Mayowa was doing all her best to give her what she can afford, but she was proving stubborn. At the end of the day, she came through a little bit. And there was a point where Auntie Mayowa had to tell her that, "I'm your mom." Wow. I was so shocked. And she explained to her that that the mom had her with the dad, but since the dad was already married to the mom, they had to take the child from her, send her away for their reputation, for their family name. That was while she was staying away from her for a very long time. Even after her foster mother died, she was not able to come to claim her. She felt bad that the mom left her. She felt bad that no one told her about it. But at the end of the day, she have to live with the fact that Auntie Mayowa was her mother. In the same slum, we have Tunde. Tunde is a carpenter. He works. He's there. He carves also, and then he do woodworks too. Yeah, but he's creative in some way. And the first time that he set his eye on Tamara, he loved Tamara a lot. The both of them clicked well and they became friends. Tunde was a hardworking guy. Tunde and Tamara fell in love, and a breakthrough came for Tamara when she did a little dance in the neighborhood. She was now used to the slum. She was now used to everyone around. She adapted so fast. She adapted. And they did a little dance. The dance went viral on the internet. And Demola's dad saw that. He was so upset that his son was useless to him. But the boy was following his dad's advice all the while. He was following what his dad was telling him. So the Demola came for Tamara in the slum. They had to release the dad because they thought that they thought that she was an asset. That's what they're now thinking, that she was an asset. The guy started regretting letting her go and all that. They released her dad, cleared his name, everything went back to normal. He came for Demola where Tunde was, and Tamara followed Demola without saying anything to Tunde. It made Tunde feel so bad. But she realized that Demola was not her man. Demola was a daddy's boy. Demola was doesn't have words of his own. So she broke up with Demola when Demola asked her to marry him. She told Demola the peace of her mind and left. And then she went to Tunde. They settled through their differences. She explained to Tunde what happened that day, who Demola was to her, and everything. If you have not watched the movie, watch the movie. It's an interesting movie. It's an interesting movie. Watch the movie on Netflix. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.